All right, so we're recording today is the 10th of May already. So I wanted to come, this is our director meeting, and I wanted to just come and start by saying thanks for Jonna doing our booking blitz. You did a great job with your images and stuff. I've saved some of those. I'm gonna add to them as well, like the booking blitz when you did like about the bridal stuff. I think what we'll do is we'll do a post about what we want them to do and why we want them to do it, but then we'll give them a post that they can post on their own Facebook wall the next time we go through it. So like take this image and say something like, and then we're going to give them some word choices to go out and do. So I thought that
Okay.
that might be good. And a big shout out to Jen Austin, who came up with the pie in my face idea and created an image for us because that's very fun. So I want us as a leadership team, as we find things on other pages, as our team finds things on other pages, I'm going to create a booking event. You only can create events for 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, I'm going to create a booking event, and I'm going to ask Sandy Forcier to check into that for us and pull out any images. And we can put them in our leader page so that we can create, post my party templates with it, booking blitz with it in the future, but like capturing those ideas as they come up. Um, I was on a director call this morning with Nancy Jo Ryan, which, by the way, you are all welcome to that call. So Nancy Jo Ryan is our national executive director. She has the largest organization in all of Pampered Chef. It is at 10 Central. And I'm going to put it in the chat here, the link, and you guys click the 3 buttons next to the chat. And if you do that, it will save the information for the chat. And she has said that it's open because I don't know, she can have a lot of people on her Zoom account, and we haven't maxed it out, so that's cool. So there are some brilliant ladies on there that come up with great ideas. One of which I'm going to be using in Director Bound as the homework tonight, is the Stacy Itzel booking training that I just posted in Director Bound, and I also posted it, I think, in the booking blitz. But it's a really good training. I was listening to that a few minutes ago. So I wanted to remind everybody, all the directors, that this coming Wednesday, the 12th, is an opportunity event, and to create, maybe we can create an image or a post or some type of host coaching information that we can give to our teams to remind them as part of their steps for host coaching. For those of you who did not see or hear about boards, it is mind-blowing how this app is going to change how we can help our newbies on board and do their jobs well. Did you guys both, I know Susan has downloaded boards. Jonna, are you using boards yet? Okay, so I'm going to explain what boards is, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on here. So boards is an app that goes on your phone. What this is going to replace for me is Evernote, a lot of what I put in Evernote, but the best part is there is a Facebook group that are upper levels: Stacy Itzel, Sharon Zellen, Kathleen, Christina Bailey, Grace Bott, all of these people who are having great success are sharing all of their boards, all of their words, all of their images. So there are boards and they're uploading it for us. So here's an example of how this is going to be so great. When Marketing Imagery adds a new photos for the new season, it's going to already be on your board, because whoever is running that board is just going to upload the new ones, and we all have it from our phone. Products, Canva, door prizes, free for all stuff, host coaching, last day of the party images, host tips, e-cookbooks, all this stuff. What you can do from these boards that is different than going to going to Evernote and copying your words, or going to Google Docs, is you can open up your board, can you guys, oh, because I have the background. Let me take the background thingy off so that you guys can see a little bit better because it makes it a little funky. Background filters, none. Okay. Can you guys see how I have two folders in here? If you watch the video, by the way, if you watch the video in the Facebook group, it'll show you. So I have images and my video links in that folder. And from there, I can click on one of them and then it has the up arrow for me to export it. And so I can email, Facebook message, or text from my phone everything I need. My scripts, my images, my videos. If you forgot to do a post my party and you need to upload something, it's from your phone. It's all there and it's all on a platform. Now, the one thing I'm going to warn everybody, Christina Bailey and Tiffany Foreman both said to go to your settings and go to your keyboard and allow full access to your keyboard. Do not do that. I've done some reading on that. And if you allow people to have access to your keyboard, they have access to all your passwords, anything you've ever typed into your phone in the past. Most people are not malicious, but this is not the day and age to be sharing that information. You can use the app without that. There will always be a free version of this app. There will be eventually a paid version that can do more stuff. When the girl who found this app started using it, the developer actually called her because so many people started downloading it. He wanted to know what she was using it for. She thought she was in trouble. And it was funny because he ended up, he's working with her directly and they're making it more customized for our direct selling abilities. So what that means to you is if you have special words, or if you're using Melissa's words or my words or Jen Mitchell's words, it's a fast, easy way from your phone. And more people are running their business from their phones and not their computers. And it was really difficult before to do that because you couldn't keep your photos in an album, you couldn't organize yourself. And this is a great way of being able to do that. And you can label it and you can create folders and subfolders inside them. So really great app. I think that is going to change the way things are going. Also, for those of you, there's a thing called Table. You probably started to hear a little bit about it. Table is the platform that Pampered Chef is piloting right now that is going to be an alternative to Facebook. So I'm hoping that at National Conference, we're going to hear more information about that. I'm pretty excited about that. You also might have heard, it's not a pilot, but it's a pre-pilot thing. You might have heard something about wine. So some of us got some surveys, and one of the girls that I'm on a page with, Schillings, Robin Schillings, is one of those people. And if you wanted to try out their wine at a discount and see what you can get, there are 6 bottles. You can order them and they're all different flavors and stuff like that. So that is just something that if you're interested in seeing what it is and all of that, you can do that. Robin does give a disclosure that she does get commission off of it if you do buy the wines on this pilot that she's doing, but it's a pre-pilot. It's not even a pilot. If this goes well, they might get a pilot of people going. So that was another thing I wanted to tell you about. Third thing, we are working at trying to, as an organization, keep pushing people back to Dash. And I'm looking for ideas. And it's funny, Melissa and I were talking about it, and then Jonna started talking about it today, about creating fun ways of getting people involved with Dash. And Jonna, that's funny that you say that. I had made a list our last director call for my daughter-in-law, and she hasn't gotten around to doing it, but we have a whole list of ideas that she was going to put into like there's an app on your phone that she told me about, and it's kind of like Quizlets or something, where you can mark down a question, and then we can even do it as a Facebook, as a Zoom meeting. And everybody has their phone and they have the app out, and it's based on who gets the answer fastest. So like we're in a group and everybody pushes the button and whoever gets the right answer fastest gets the point, kind of thing like that. So having the ideas and having us come up with ideas together about what to use would be great. And then also we can use those in Post My Party as a fun way to engage new consultants. Was my idea originally, was ways to engage new consultants in a fun way, because if you're playing a game, it's way more fun than lecturing. So we could add it to a PowerPoint, or we could just do it during a training. So like, where would you find X? And it would be something like marketing imagery, or where in Dash would you go to if you were looking to download X, and that would be resources or something like that. So I would like, and I will do right now as we are speaking, I'll screen share. I will come to our leader page. And Jonna, this would be a great place for us to put it. I'm going to put it in guides, and I'm going to create a guide for it. Okay. And we'll call it Dash. What should we call it? Unmute yourself, John.
Yeah. Hi.
Dash. Let's see. Maybe we should call it Dash Quiz Game. Maybe. Here is where we will come up with ideas to make learning Dash fun. We will use for new consultants and for our teams in Post My Party or a Tuesday training. Please post images or ideas in here so we can all use them.
Is it like a scavenger?
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's not really a scavenger hunt. We're going to use it like I think it's called Cahoots or something like that. It's the name of the thing. But like it'll be like kind of like Jeopardy. It pops up and it'll say, where would you go to find blah, 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 blah. And then it would start counting down 10, 9, 8. And people would type in, in Dash under leader resources or something like that. And if it's correct answer, after the 10 seconds is up, the answer would pop up. You would go to here to here to here to find that.
You're talking about that game.
Oh yeah, kind of like that game. Yeah. So,
It's a boy.
what's that?
I was talking to my dog.
Oh, so I would like for us as a group to kind of do something like that, where everybody's kind of helping with that. So if that's something that you come up with an idea and you're like, oh, that'll work, then I think that it would be helpful to the whole group for us to do that.
I do too. And not just Dash, but like,
okay.
I get tons of questions about shared rewards parties.
Yep.
Or just all that kind of stuff.
Right, which means they didn't take the shared rewards party training.
You know what?
Or if they did, they need like some spotlight, like tips, like do hosts get rewards on a shared rewards party? Or what are the host rewards for shared rewards party?
Because they're not all in one place.
Right, and there aren't any host rewards. But if you take the training, it'll tell you that the only reward that the hosts get is the discount that all of her friends get.
But they can also do the future party pick from being a previous host.
If they were a previous host from a party, but only one person gets a
well, not the host. So the host isn't, well, they can.
So on any party
the host
from a shared rewards party, you mean?
No, I mean, Beth had a party and Sharon booked out of her party. Now Sharon's having a shared rewards party. Beth can come to her party and get the 40% off with the however many, whatever level they're at,
That's great.
and the 10%.
Wow. So that's great.
And that's
So-
not in Dash, that's in library resources.
Oh, see, that's great. Those would be great tips for us to put into that. So, yeah, I think that that would be really helpful because I think the more fun we make our meetings, the more people will attend our meetings. And if you guys can remind me to live stream my meetings into the Facebook page, I forgot to do it last Monday or Tuesday. So I think that that would be really good. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but we're coming up with, I have a post my party template that's like booking ideas. And I asked you guys each to take 10 booking ideas from that list.
Oh, that's right.
So that for months,
Whoops.
every day, there's a booking idea at 6 in the morning or whatever. So I really would love to have some of those. And some of those ideas, Jonna, are right out of your booking blitz that you did. But I have it here under my thing. It's called 100 Ways to Advertise Your Business. And so like Jonna, you're on like small hometown newspapers. I don't get good response when I do big newspapers. However, when I target small newspapers, I usually get a great response. I even let them place ads on their wedding and engagement announcement pages, which I advertise a bridal gift registry. So if you're going to do some type of newspaper ad, inquire about getting your ad on a specific page. So like, interesting idea. Never thought about advertising on the bridal announcement page that you do, because everybody who's in that paper is going to go find their photo, right?
Mhm.
So that kind of idea, like there's all kinds of ideas in here. And I figure if we can even just come up with 5 out of the 10 that you've been given into an image that we can give to our team to do, that would be great.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'd appreciate that.
Yep.
Because bookings is something that we're all struggling with, obviously, and we need bookings in order to recruit.
Absolutely. Did you get to be on the spotlight training today?
No, I
That
didn't.
was excellent. And it was about recruiting.
Okay, so share, give a little cliff note.
So she uses boards.
Who was it?
So that's cool. But you know, she was talking about how she just decided she was just going to ask everybody, not just the host. You know, she's going to ask everybody because, and the thing that really stuck with me is kind of like, how dare I make the decision for them?
Yep.
You know, because like often if I've
We
hit
prejudge.
somebody up before and said, but I'd really be a jerk if I didn't share this great opportunity with you. But she gets really personal with
Who
them.
was it? Who was the person doing it? Oops.
It is, where did my thing go? Here it is. Wesley Light, National Executive Director.
White, Leslie,
Light
Leslie or
Wesley Light.
Wesley?
With a W, last name Light, as in bulb.
Oh,
Beth Vasquez was speaking, and then Wesley was the spotlight for that. And I mean, there was just tons of stuff.
great.
You know, you make sure that you ask your host 5 times or 7 times. You make sure that you ask every single rock star guest. And I know these are things that we've been trained to do. You know, when she said how, you know, that's horrible for me to make somebody else's decision. And I think that that needs to be included in the ask. I
Mhm.
think it needs to be a personal thing like that. Not, hey, how would you like to join my team? Because it's easy,
Right.
you know?
We were
Or
told
what
too,
would $2,000 mean to you? how could $2,000 help you? You know, because she said that when she onboards, she assumes everybody in director bound,
Right.
everybody. And she cut her director bound down from a month to a week. And every day represents 1 week, which keeps them on fire, momentum blasting, blah, blah, blah. She just, and then if they don't wanna, that's up to them. She doesn't force it, but she introduces that to every new recruit. And she gets really in depth with their why. She has a really personal conversation with them.
Does she
Not
have a
what would
board?
this mean to you, but say again,
Does she have a board? Winnie?
probably.
Yeah, she probably does. And if you go to
Probably.
the boards group, you'll probably find it. Yep, it's called Pampered Chef Boards App Sharing.
Mhm.
And then you have to read the pinned post, but basically in the pinned post, there are boards that in the announcement part, it'll say party script boards, and then it'll say, team organization boards and just stuff like that. Celebration, handling objections, customer
Can you
care.
look them up by name? Like, would we be able to look her up?
No, well, yes, but here, let me show you what it looks like. So when you go to the page, this is what it looks like.
I suppose you could in the search.
And then,
Yeah,
no, but here's the thing. When Christina Bailey or Tiffany Foreman, there are 4 people running this page, are uploading. When you go to master boards and frequently asked questions, when you come down here, in the comments of here is where you're going to find, all right, maybe not this one. Let me go down further. All right. Party scripts and boards. Here is a 15-minute texting party board from, this was Linda McGuire posted that, but what you'll find is this board might be, this is Express Party, this might be somebody else's board, but she happens to be the admin that's helping upload. So it might be under her name versus the person's name who did it.
Gotcha.
oh,
You're
I
saying
see.
Wesley Light.
There she is right there.
Yeah, she
She has a
not-
team of 700.
that's amazing. So her scripts might, if she's in boards, it's probably, we probably need to go to bookings, the booking one here, or recruiting one, I mean, and the recruiting one will probably have a board from her on it. Booking boards, new consultant,
There it is.
coaching, recruiting boards. Okay, so here's recruiting boards. And so this is 5S by Shelby Burke, Lisa Miller, and Brenda. So right now she's not sharing. She's not sharing.
Okay.
But like this one, if you go to this board, you just have to put in your contact information, and then it says join my board. And then, but you have to do it by your phone. And then when you go to boards, it'll just show up on your list of May recruiting. So if I go to the bottom of my list, it's probably there. May recruiting, and then you open it up, and under May recruiting, all the home office images are there. All of the images from marketing imagery are there. So if you're talking to somebody about recruiting, they don't have any scripts in this one, but if you're talking to somebody, it's all the images are there that you can just forward right from your phone rather than your computer if you're not there. So the Power of One that Melissa did the other day, that's going to require people to stay focused on that on the Team Incredibles page about posting once a week. So I would love for us directors to do that, to post once a week about the Power of One. And that will help keep them on task about just adding one more party one more show, one more order, one more team member, that kind of thing. And I think maybe what I'll do is pull an image from my PowerPoint that I gave Melissa that says Power of One, and I'll show, I'll use that as an example of income and use that as the pinned post, and then you guys can post underneath it.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys have? What's going on with your teams? Do you have any questions or things that you guys are struggling with that we haven't been addressing? Okay, so we got director
No,
down.
I don't think so.
Okay, we've got director bound tonight. We got team meeting tomorrow night. We got opportunity event on Wednesday. And then you have your phone calls with your director. I will be gone on vacation from the 15th to the 24th. I will be online some, but not as much as normal. So if it takes me longer to get back to you, it's because my phone is sitting somewhere not near me. So
So do you have a suggestion, you know, and I understand with the whole peace sign, how much attention goes where. I understand that. Should I just leave people that joined and have done nothing alone? Should I reach out to them ever? Or should I just let them fall off the face of the earth?
Join what would talk to me.
So there's probably 8 people on my team that have goose eggs that haven't done anything,
So
you know, and I know one definitely wants to leave. I know another is probably not going to do squat, you know, but for people that I know that once upon a time were really excited about the possibility of this.
you should reach out to them individually. And do, we call them reach outs or tips and tricks, things like that. So it might be something like, you know, hey, Jonna, I know that you've kind of taken a backseat with Pampered Chef recently. I was wondering if the timing was right for you to get more involved now. You know, I'm willing to settle some time aside if you are interested in joining our Tuesday meetings, or if you just need to know how to get jump started. I have some ideas for you, but I always, you know, want to reach out personally and ask, you know, where you're at. Now, do you know how to look on who's been inactive for 1 month? And then, okay, so 1 month inactivity isn't too much of a big deal, but it's when they're coming up to their 6-month inactivity that you know that they're going to go. And we don't want to get that far. So yeah, if they've been inactive and things haven't been going on, reaching out to them first and just asking, how's things going? You know, I haven't seen you in any of the meetings. I haven't talked to you in a while. We had some really good suggestions, some new ideas. I mean, I would use the pie thing, honestly, right now.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, I just wanted to reach out to you. I don't know how things are going or whether you're, you know, you're interested in continuing your Pampered Chef business, but we've had a lot of fun and a lot of reaction to this pie image. Here's what I'm saying. You know, all of us are shooting for, you know, 6 new bookings. You know, would you like some help and assistance in getting your business up and running again?
Okay. Because I put you know, I know that we're not necessarily supposed to have our teams, you know, pages up and running or anything like that, but I've been thinking, you know, along those lines. And, you know, I want to treat my team as a team.
Yeah,
I don't
you
want to
can do
just
a
treat
mega
it like
show.
a messenger group, you
Mhm.
know? So in Messenger, I went ahead and I let people know who was green already.
Mhm.
And, you know,
loved
that
it.
they don't want to miss out on Fall Free for All, who's planning on being active. You know,
Mhm.
let's get some free stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
remember why you joined type of deal.
Yep.
And I don't
So
know
my
who's
only
necessarily,
concern is that when you convey to them what you're saying, make sure that you're listening back on how it sounds from their side. One of the things I never wanted to do is I never wanted them to feel that I was pressuring them to be active for me.
right.
You know,
Right.
like who's going to be
Yeah.
active this month? Don't ask that question. People hate that. What you want to say is, did you guys see that you can earn free products this month?
Okay.
If you need more details on how to do that, private message me and I'll give you some idea, you know, I'll give you the details. And if they come to you and they're like, what? They don't know anything about free for all. Say, twice a year, Pampered Chef offers free products for us consultants by selling a certain amount. Would you like some help getting things up and running again?
Okay.
Yep. Do you
I think I'm
also
actually
know
gonna,
that-
I think I'm gonna actually use that when I reach out to these people who are just floating.
I would. And then when they ask for a suggestion, use the pie idea.
Okay.
Did you know how to send out a customer connection email to just your team as well?
Oh, that's a good
You can
idea.
do that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can do that as well. So yeah, I would try some of those first. But yeah, you're supposed to touch base with everybody on your team personally at least twice a year. Quarterly would be better depending upon the size of your team so that it's a one-on-one texting them. Usually in January, we recommend that you do the, hey, are you satisfied with where your business is right now, or would you like more? And if they're
Yeah.
like, I'm fine with my one show. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So, all right, girls, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you tonight.
All
I
right.
appreciate your time.